Hello and welcome back to Grand Prix Berlin here. For round 5, my name is Ignaz. I'm again joined by Marco. And yeah, how are you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
Yeah,
That's
super fun matches so far.
yeah, of course.
Um,
The 4 rounds we have were very exciting, and
yeah,
I think all 3 feature matches were very good. Very
Yeah.
intense games, very fun decks.
yeah. Some are a bit one-sided, but still
Yeah,
quite some good performances here so
of
far.
course,
So I'm
yeah.
pretty optimistic for that run. We got another Pharaoh mirror
match.
here,
Yeah,
but again not the same deck lists.
yeah. It's
These
the black.
classic 2 versions we
Yeah.
most commonly see
Yeah,
here.
of
The
course.
one version with the black
and the
mana and the one with the green and
Yeah.
blue one.
blue, white, green. That's
Yeah.
interesting. There are some interesting builds.
Especially that one from Natasha seems
Yeah, of course, Natasha
a
Rao.
bit different
playing-
from what we've seen so far with
Yeah, of course.
uh,
I'm interested.
especially
It's-
these 4 Tamas and 2 Mikesh with
Yeah, of course.
may give the deck a
That's-
bit more card draw, a bit more consistency,
Yeah,
which
of
he
course, and also
would like.
against cards like Spirit Collar Elf, Sacred Elf, and so on, are bouncers or killers. You
Yeah,
can
you
sack
can,
it and
yeah.
shoot.
Yeah,
the
so
tokens
that would be
or
pretty
other
good.
That's
So
very
yeah,
interesting.
maybe we
So
can.
Also, it's a interesting thing with 3 Dawn of Earth main. I think it's a very good option.
That's pretty good against
the mirror,
Pharaoh,
the
yeah,
Pharaoh
like
mirror.
we have seen
Yeah.
last game.
Of course,
in
Dawn
the
of Earth
last
was
round.
extremely
Yeah,
good.
just denying so much,
Yeah,
so
of
much
course. That
threatening
was
power.
was the win. We
Yeah,
have seen
basically, yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, so that's what I think Natasha has to do, just to
Yeah.
control the board a bit
Yeah,
with
of
these,
course.
with all these skill spells we
Stabilize
have,
it a
like
little bit,
Tama,
control,
Tama,
and then
Tama, Mikesh, True Greatsword,
yeah,
and then try to deny the
judgment,
judgment from
ability
Pharaoh
and then-
and do it on her own. And
So
yeah, there we
they
go.
started
Uh,
both with the token out
yeah,
and with
And yeah.
True Blade from Shaw. Get the Natasha's Spirit Collar F killed.
yeah, most likely in response to the enter the battlefield trigger.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So,
not much going on
no.
so far. Pretty common.
First
Same
turns,
turn
yeah,
1
same
play from
turn.
from both players here.
Yeah, of course.
So now, let me see how it goes.
Natasha plays Tama.
That's
draw
what you
one.
mentioned. Like now she can try to shoot down one of these. If she wants to, she can
Yeah, of course.
kill one of these elves.
and
but
also
I,
draw a card.
yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
optimal way would probably be to attack with the token, so end the block, or to get the destruction of 1 elf. But Shaw just taps for a stone.
let's see what he got here.
There will be maybe a nameless mist. Yeah, the
Yeah,
nameless
there we
mist.
go.
So 1 stone
Let's
is open.
let's see if Natasha wants to counter that, but seems like she does
no.
not.
Malfi
She
and Malfi.
oh yeah, she just shows
yeah,
her
okay.
hand. Yeah,
Name 2 Soaring Winds and 1
rampant growth.
rapid growth, yeah. But the rapid growth would be nonsense to discard.
Yeah, sure,
you can-
because
it's not a -1
yeah,
on Natasha, but it's a -1 on Shaw.
getting out of Soaring Winds just pretty important sometimes if you have these
Yeah,
big counter
course.
battles we have already
Of
seen in
course, that
some
could
games
be.
where you
Yeah.
just have
like
counter
last game.
severing, then this one severing you have more maybe the
Yeah,
thing
of
that
course.
you have to just is the advantage
Yeah,
that you
of
need to
course.
resolve, let your spell resolve.
Yeah, definitely. And also the Spirit Collar Elf gets +1/+1, so it's bigger or stronger than the normal tokens. So it
Yeah,
can
but still just a 2/2
yeah,
can
of course.
still be just shooten down by the Tama.
Yeah,
But yeah, Natasha's hand does not seem to be that good. I think she just this games will be pretty judgment heavy
yeah, of course.
because both players
Trying,
will try to get the judgment
Yeah,
as soon as possible.
yeah, of course.
Especially Sean, because he may think about
Dawn of
Natasha having Dawn of Earth
Yeah.
in the main board,
Earth,
so
of course. That's
that
the
he
color
sees,
base.
seeing that Natasha doesn't have that right now,
Yeah,
I think might be something that he is
that's
trying
true.
to do.
And also, but the problem for Jean is he can only judge if Natasha is out tapped or don't have blue and white open, and Natasha can judge anyway because Jean don't play Dawn of Earth, so her judgment ability will always get through.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's very good for her.
Yeah,
So the options maybe to get out is one of Pharaoh Litoliel, Rallying King, or maybe Ciel, Spell Preaser, or Elfish Commander, for example.
Yeah.
That's or Tia Litoliel.
yeah,
That's so the
that's
common ones.
that's the other thing that Natasha has that we haven't seen before, that she has not only Feral Litoliel, but also opts to play the Tia as a second
Yeah.
target for
Of
the
course.
judgment.
And Tia is in the late game expressive good, because
Yeah.
you can tap it with six land, six stones.
Six stones.
Six
too,
stones
yeah.
and 3 green, 3 neutral, or 3 anyway,
Colorless, yeah.
3
just-
colorless, and then tap her and deal 1000 damage. That's in the late game extremely good.
Yeah, it can be.
Can
Just
get
these 1 or
push
2,000 damage that
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
need to push through.
that.
And
Also,
just, Natasha just played through Greatsword to get rid of the 2/2 elf
yeah,
from Sean, so
Yeah.
he really can't judgment
yeah,
this turn.
of course.
And now Sean just called for stone now,
And
using a second Nameless Mist.
Yeah.
Tries to get another look at what Natasha's working with.
so sorry.
Yeah, that's the
okay.
cards we all know about.
Yeah,
The rest
or only
seem to be
resonators.
like
2
resonators,
Melfies.
yeah. 2
There
Melfies we
was
know
and,
about.
1 new card. And interesting is she don't play Flying Cloud in the main, but
Ah, yeah,
instead
it's
she
true,
plays possession exchange, so that he can play it 2 times. So 1 from hand, and then in the grave, so that
Yeah.
he have 4 times to give flying,
Yeah.
or first strike, or
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I think Pierce, but I'm not sure.
yeah, I think so.
That's very good against. Yeah, of course, and that's impressive. So if you have Fur, both are judged. So you say both with 4 tower counters, and you attack, and then he blocks or she blocks, and then plays possession exchange. You get first strike in the attack, and then the opposing chain ruler dies, and you live because you have 2/2 more and a first strike.
Mhm. So now we see from Sean is just playing this beans
Planting.
planting
Yeah,
that we
to
have
get
seen
Pharaoh
quite a
and
few
Griff.
times. Yeah, just to get the Feral Litoliel, jeez, into the graveyard.
That's
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it
yeah.
with his turn.
Yeah. The games, they both play 1 or 2 cards per turn, and that's all.
Yeah.
They don't be that much aggressive or that much interactive at the moment.
Yeah.
They both play 1, 2 spells, and then pass, and then attack, and
Especially
pass again.
Sean, because
yeah, of course.
I don't know, he got rid of both Severing Winds, so
Yeah.
he knows that he is safe
That
to
there
play
are
more than 1 spell each turn.
Yeah, of course.
But still, you have to watch out. Now I'm interested if Natasha wants to already do the judgment here to get
Yeah.
to just put
Yeah.
some pressure onto
Of
Sean.
course, yeah. But maybe she don't want to judge, because then she don't have the color open for Dawn of Earth. Maybe she want to get to 5 stones, that if she judged and then still get her target, she has 2 open to Dawn of Earth, the opponent's judgment.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but she must have top decked at this turn
Yeah, of course.
because we saw what she's working
Yeah,
with.
yeah,
So
of course.
I think if
That's-
she doesn't have it, the rest of her hand doesn't
Yeah.
seem like
Yeah.
being that good. Just two Malfeys and another Resonator.
Or
And
she tries to bait the opponent to say, okay, I let it open the color choice, but I don't have it, and that he could think she has it in his hand,
Yeah.
in her hand, but
that's the other
could
option.
be.
Yeah, and she will call a stone here.
Yeah. Now
So
4
not want
stones.
to opt. Well, does not want to judgment already.
Yeah. But she's just thinking, and did she? Yeah, she passed.
Yeah, she just passed the turn. Those quick cost Malfeys in hand.
That's just fine if the opponent say go.
Yeah.
You can flash her in, and that's it.
Also Sean just calls a stone.
And
Both
then
players
for
not
one
that
green,
not
flying
that.
cloud.
Oh yeah, flank crowd pretty good. Just but still, both players not being that aggressive with
Yeah.
with their judgments.
Yeah,
being
of course. No
just
one
playing it safe.
Yeah, of course. Both
Looking.
just tap for stone,
Yeah.
and now it's a 2/2 green token for attacking.
But now as we mentioned, Sean has the cloud in the main board,
Yeah,
which Natasha doesn't have,
yeah, of
and
course.
that can be pretty critical in game one, I think,
Yeah,
because coming through with just 1 or 2,000 damage in
Yeah,
the air
yeah.
is
that
can
could
be
very
pretty good.
Yeah, and also with Amansule on Jean's deck, if possession exchange is on Natasha, he can block with his tokens
true,
her resonators or her chain
Yeah,
ruler
just jump
because
with
of Amansule.
yeah, just jump with these little 1/1
Yeah,
elf tokens.
and that's
And yeah, that now we
that's very
see
good for him.
Amalfi in the end of turn,
Yeah,
as expected.
yeah,
Mostly,
of
yeah.
course, definitely.
Just now,
So
I think now
judge.
you mentioned these
Yeah.
5 mana. She has now access to those,
yeah, of course.
so
And
she can try to go for the judgment now
Yeah.
if still leave those 2 mana for Dawn of
Of
Earth
course.
open.
yeah, of
if
course. And if
she
he
wants
judge,
to.
he don't have to will open to pay a counter. I think he has 4 stones open. So if he counters on the Dawn of the Earth, that it's like a control battle, more
Yeah.
or less. Who got the control? Who get first that more important card out with the judgment?
Yeah,
So, for example, you can judge tier out, and then next turn tap with Pharaoh. So you can tap all 6 for tier Toliel, and then deal 1,000 damage on him
yeah.
directly.
Just
and
keeping up the tier, just
Yeah.
not attacking,
yeah,
playing on defense a bit, and just trying to slowly push these 1,000
Yeah.
damage shot through
Exactly.
to kill Sean.
exactly. And you can protect tier with the
Pharaoh,
counters on
yeah.
Pharaoh,
True.
or with jump blockers and so on.
Yeah.
That's very impressive, and it looks like the judgment. No, she taps
Yeah, I think
1,
she's
2.
yeah. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, she
Judgment.
with
Yeah,
no fee.
yeah,
judgment.
We'll leave the 2 stones up in
So
case
now it's
Sean
very
has another unseen pressure. Just
now
to
it's
really keep
very
those 2 mana up.
interesting.
yeah. What
she,
will she get
call
here?
out?
Yeah.
That
Yeah, but I think
May-
that
maybe
I think
tier,
I would play the tier here.
yeah, I would
Just
too.
I
The-
mean, yeah, just the trigger with basically killing a resonator for free with the bird that you
Yeah.
search out as well
Yeah.
is
So-
pretty useless here.
Yeah, it's the
but
rallying king. Okay.
Yeah, okay, and but she will go for the Rallying King.
Maybe she has tier in hand, because on the last Nameless Mist we don't see the resonators, we only see the spells, the
right.
2 tier in hand. So that could be, or she thought it is better with the Rallying King
Yeah.
on the trigger to get 1 resonator in hand.
Yeah.
No, it's
She
Severing
will
Wind. Okay.
Show a
there's
Severing Wind that she will draw
some-
next turn. So not that good of a draw in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Mm.
I mean, yeah,
But it's still a good board.
counter is always pretty good, especially
Yeah.
Severing Wind's just denying the second spell.
That's very good.
Yeah, let's see what Sean is
judgment.
still at judgment most like
Yeah.
is the most common response here, especially
he
because
needs to change this.
Sean's ferry is basically just better
Yeah.
than Natasha's
Yeah.
because of the flying cloud, just
Yeah.
giving him +2/+2 in flying
Of
for
course.
free.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's
And no Dawn of Earth.
Yeah.
Oberon. Okay,
Oh,
that's
shit,
interesting.
okay. Yeah, because he had the beans planting,
Yeah,
and
playing his
most
Rallying
likely
King
he
in the
will
grave.
just will get the Rallying King out of the graveyard. Yeah.
So now you get with the Oberon 3 tokens, and now he can tap all 3 tokens with Oberon and Pharaoh
Yeah.
to get out the Resonator Pharaoh. So that's now we see the 3 tokens,
Yeah, just
and the
That's-
optimal version was in Natasha's end phase trigger to get to tap all 5, or if one of them dies to tap to get
Yeah, he has to
the
do it in
most value
response.
out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be definitely better. In
And I don't
response
think that Natasha has another true Ghost Blade in her graveyard. I think she only had the one.
I
There
doubt that she had
we
more
already
than-
seen Exile
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. I don't think that there's more at the moment. But what is coming out now? She's tapping 1. It looks like maybe okay 2. Maybe Mikesh. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mikesh. I think
Alright.
that's one of the better choices in her deck.
Yeah, just gets to take a look at some cards.
Yeah, of
And
course.
yeah, now Sean
Get
I think is thinking about dreams, but he just lets the Mikesh resolve.
Yeah.
So Natasha gets to look at 3 cards, take one of them.
Yeah, definitely. And
Yeah.
also draw the
Draws
Dawn of Earth and
the
the
Severing
Severing Winds
Winds, yeah,
from
we
last
knew,
turn
yeah.
trigger. So maybe trying to get Dawn of Earth because of the Feral Resonator, you can attack and the opponent say okay, then Dawn of Earth it, and then get the with the counters from Feral to buff him, that he can
Yeah.
attack 2 times with all the buffs on it, and the draw effect from Dawn of Earth. That's
Yeah, I think
could
that's
be
that-
very
that-
good.
I don't think that she will do it. Just using so many resources. These 4 counters I think are pretty important here,
So
just to
more or
play
less
around
recon.
play around a final battle.
Yeah,
Just so if Sean wants to clear the whole board, he just has to pay a whole bunch of life.
it
Yeah,
looks like
shows she won't
ends the
attack.
turn.
Won't attack, just moves to end step, and
Yeah,
then Sean obviously, like you said, will just put the
yeah.
Pharaoh onto the
Amanzule.
battlefield.
Okay, in his draw phase he draw Amanzule. That's like, yeah, Mikesh kills a token.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
so he did it in response to the Mikesh.
Pharaoh Rallying King.
So,
So he take it because that's not that much damage. Because Shaw had in this moment his board is more aggressive, more power,
yeah,
and okay, she attacked Oberon. Interesting.
yeah. So Sean just will let it die. I mean, it's done its job.
Yeah,
I think
it's
just
he don't have
he
any
got
good
two
effects right
tokens more than Natasha did basically
now. Yeah.
with his judgment. But yeah,
That's it.
still did do some pretty good things here for Sean.
Yeah,
Just
of course.
being ahead on the board with that Amanzule, just pretty safe to not die to
Yeah.
random.
You can with the
flying
1/1
creatures.
tokens. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
block with the 1/1 tokens flying creatures, and then also get the trigger with Pharaoh. With the
Yeah.
Resonator, you can trigger another time, and that's very impressive. So also, you can, for example, because Natasha don't have Flying Cloud, maybe she have to get, or maybe she's able to get flying to his J ruler, but then you can attack with Pharaoh flying, buff, for example, and then that's plus minus the same attack, and then attack
Yeah.
with Rallying King, or now she attack with Pharaoh.
Yeah, I think she just has to put some pressure onto Sean, because if she does not attack, I think Sean will just put the cloud onto the Rallying King,
Yeah.
attack with it for free basically, because
Yeah.
Natasha can't block it. Maybe get a fresh new elf, just putting more jump blockers onto the field. So Natasha really has to put some pressure onto him
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
get this round done
Yeah,
here
of
for her.
course, definitely. And now he can, for example, attack with Pharaoh, with J-Ruler, with flying unattached, and then with for 1000 damage, and then attach the flying cloud to the resonator Pharaoh Letolial, and then attack for 12 again with flying, so that Malfi can't block.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage already.
Yeah, that would be 22 damage. That would be without the buff from his counters.
Yeah, the buffs are not quite lethal yet.
Yeah.
Missing some bit of damage,
Missing
but
400
damage. Yeah,
that would be
not that much, but I don't think
if he get out another cloud, that would be very impressive.
Yeah,
one more cloud on board on Sean's side, and that would be
that would be the game, I think. So if Natasha doesn't have anything to counter that.
Yeah. So now it's short turn, and he thinks what he want to do. We know he draw Amanzule, so normally he play it. Yeah, we see Amanzule. And is it okay, or does Natasha counter?
Yeah, I think she just will let that one resolve.
Yeah.
Doesn't really care about it.
So that's also now it's Pharaoh Letolial in attack and defense higher than the opposing.
Yeah.
So that's very impressive. So now
that's really good. Yeah.
If you try to attack 1-for-1, that's impossible because of the flying cloud and the buff. You get so much more value.
Yeah.
It's valuable. 200 attack more, and your flying creatures can't attack your creatures.
Yeah.
So if Natasha gets flying on everything of her side, he can't attack on the other.
Yeah, and now Sean just attacking with the 1000 attack Pharaoh.
Yeah. Trying.
And I think Natasha doesn't have, or maybe she drew.
It looks like
something.
It looks like that he could give. No. Interesting. What does he tap? To will? To flash in Malfi, okay.
I think she didn't play a second spell, so
Malfi don't have a trigger.
Doesn't really matter at all.
Why did she does it? On rapid growth on Malfi. Maybe no. I don't know what she was doing here. Oh, maybe he on the second Malfi get the trigger because you cast rapid growth on during the time Malfi was on Jace.
So, but that doesn't work. Like she needs to buff all other Malfis, but not the one she buffed. Yeah, it's a bit weird because she just.
But
first played the Malfi and then buffed it, so that should not work. But
protection, so she get the damage anyway.
Yeah. Now we see the cloud being put onto the second Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Just now getting in for another 1200 damage.
Yeah. And
he gets the sacred
elf. That's
elf.
very good.
Just getting.
That's now 12 damage.
Yeah, that card would have done nothing next turn. So just.
And now it's just another good blocker.
Yeah, that's true.
That he should play.
Yeah,
he should play it.
Yeah, Sean just needs one more attack with either of these pharaohs,
of course,
which have flying to seal the game.
Yeah, but he needs to attack with the resonator because of the attachment. The ruler don't have flying anymore.
But still, the resonator is still enough damage. So
yeah, of course, and he has 3 counters to buff Pharaoh and 2 tokens to block.
Yeah, so
and he could sack the tapped stone, the tapped true magic, true spirit stone. That he could sack it to draw a card. So maybe there is another answer. And if I'm not wrong, let me see. He plays. Okay, he don't play any buff spells.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. Then he need another flying cloud or the buffs from Fair Cheruler.
Yeah, so he needs 2 counters from Pharaoh left on him to have enough damage to seal
true.
the game. But
But
still,
also
Natasha, don't think that she can do a whole lot here.
Yeah, and also Ferret Latoliel's death are 14th
Yeah.
because of the buff from Amanzule and from the Flying Cloud.
No, the cloud doesn't do anything because it is attached
to the resonator.
to the resonator. Yeah,
Yeah, the resonator
right,
is 14 death because of the buff from both. So if she tried to kill the resonator, it's 14 death, so he survives more or less a high amount of games.
Yeah.
And with the counter on Mikesh, you can't shoot 400 damage on him.
Yeah.
That's very good.
And now we will see Dreams being used to counter
And
Mikesh, Tama, the follow-up from Natasha.
Yeah. But Tama
So
is
still
also
gets
not that bad. 200 damage on Feral Latoliel is 200 damage more.
No, but still, it's
And
not
it's
enough to just kill the Feral Latoliel, because if you kill the Latoliel, the cloud goes off again, and
of course, and
the
now
ruler
the ruler has flying.
is the lethal threat.
You need to kill
So
both, but I doubt. Maybe it is possible, but it uses all of her resonators, and if he plays another Feral Latoliel or other good stuff on board, that could be extremely good.
So yeah, pretty difficult turn here for Natasha to try to survive the next round.
Yeah, of course.
But
maybe she could kill him because he blocks 2 with the tokens, so that 2 goes off. So Malfi and Malfi, for example, can attack for direct. So you have 12 with life or 12 attack with Pharaoh is for on Malfi 15 attack. Plus the normal Malfis and 18, and she could deal 22 damage. So also the same like Jean last turn, he can't finish with 400 life points left.
Yeah.
So he say, okay, block the token. The token don't die. So
I think she forgot the Amsule.
Yeah.
There's so that was pretty good for Sean.
Yeah,
just jumping the Pharaoh.
Yeah, that's very. Amanzule is, in my opinion, Amanzule is now winning Jean the game because of the
he countered the Mikesh, which would have killed one of these elves, and the Tama just have the 100 damage.
Yeah, of course, definitely,
Less
and
than
that's more 300
to kill
death.
them.
That's more
that's
than
just not enough.
Tama could do.
Yeah.
And that's impressive. So
yeah,
now
I think
she's
that's
thinking very hard.
I think that's
Should
game.
she attack?
It's looking pretty good for Sean.
Yeah, of course, definitely. It's she can't handle it.
She tries.
Also, she tapped all blue.
Another Severing Winds on top doesn't do a whole lot. Yeah.
And he can block
You
with
just
another
will jump block again. 2 Malthys together just have 1000 attacks, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's it. It looks like it's 1-0 for Jean because of his extreme good board state, and also with the sheer power he has. Only 1 attack is needed to kill.
Yeah.
So that if you could cast Feral Latoliel in attack, and also get because she has only she has 4 will open with the 2 Malfis, but to block the resonator, she needs possession exchange to give flying on her Malfi, for example, to tap the Malfi, because she only has 2 white green open. So you need to tap Malfi for blue for the effect. And I think that's one Malfi. Looks like she's attacking.
Oh,
Or
she's
no,
tapping
she-
it from Rainer.
What did she do? Yeah, she attacks and then use rapid growth and then exile rapid
Another
growth
rank
again.
growth, yeah.
So
But that will
that's
get 7
8,
winded.
11. Yeah, no one of them will be killed. No, it's 11.
Yeah,
and
that's
on
11,
the second trigger.
11 damage so far.
Severing Winds on the second trigger. That's
Yeah, now Natasha can't use her Severing Winds because Sean didn't play.
yeah,
spell
that's his
before.
first spell.
Yeah, so now this Tama is just not quite enough
Yeah.
to kill the Resonator Pharaoh, but still it's not enough to just kill this Pharaoh
Yeah.
Resonator because the ruler is still threatening lethal as well.
Of course, that's it. And also she's okay. She got one Malfi to block the J ruler, but that's all. And it's 2 for 1, for example. And all in all, yeah.
Yeah, she
Natasha
just
see-
concedes the game
Yeah, of course.
because she knows she
yeah,
knows
yeah.
there's no way out
She
of
can't win it.
that.
This
that
board stage she
yeah.
can't win, so that's impressive.
And I think that's a bit weird. Why Natasha is not playing the clouds,
Yeah.
but instead opts for the
Possession exchange.
yeah, right. Because the cloud is just a bit more. It
It's much
stays
more
on the
useful,
board
yeah,
for
of course.
more turns than just.
of
It's
course.
not a single use, but it just stays there for 2, 3, 4 turns, just keeping it,
Of course,
keeping
that's
the buff every single turn
Yeah.
without using any resources.
Yeah, of course. And if
So
the resonator dies, that was attached with it,
Yeah,
it's get back to the J ruler.
Yeah.
So that's impressive.
yeah, it's pretty good. So
So maybe
yeah, let's
maybe
see
they side in.
what we have in the sideboard here. Let's look at Sean first. Just I think. Yeah, I
Maybe
think he
be-
will put more unseen pressures in
yeah, of course, the 2 unseen pressures definitely.
just to kill more of the small resonators.
Yeah,
The third cloud, maybe
it
also pretty good.
maybe because he saw there isn't a flying
Yeah,
cloud in her
he
deck,
saw no.
but she don't play it. He could be sure that she don't have one, but with the filtering from Mikage, from Mikesh, from Tama, he could be really sure that she don't play flying cloud, and every flying cloud on the board is so impressive for him.
And also multiple flying clouds are just really good.
Yeah. For example, you have 3 will open, 2 flying clouds, 2 creatures. You can attack with the J ruler for +6 because you have 3 clouds on the
Yeah.
game, and then attach both resonators with flying clouds and do more damage.
Yeah.
And that's so huge.
Yeah, but the rest doesn't seem to be. Maybe
maybe
the
the third
third
final
final
battle,
battle. Yeah, the third final
That
battle
could be.
will probably get in there
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, of course.
But the rest
is
doesn't
not
seem to
that
be that
exactly good against her.
exciting. Yeah.
The only one could be Amanzula's fighter, but she don't play any black spell, so that's the barrier from darkness is very
Yeah,
useless
no,
in
I
this
think that's
matchup.
he
So
he
that's-
doesn't.
Yeah,
He will not put that one in.
maybe she sides in. Amaterasu Foresight, I doubt,
No, I don't
but
like
that's not
that.
that game changing
all,
because they control themselves.
Yeah.
It's a more pinging than OTKing them.
Yeah,
so that's more against
that's
I.
not destruction of the portal.
Very good. Yeah,
Most likely
that's most
will
likely.
get in here
Same as
to
Millennia
get rid
Bond.
of these clowns.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same as Millennia
just to
Bond.
fight.
Just for the counter battle,
Yeah,
and possibly Shayla's Return to bounce the 4 drops. What was searched by Pharaoh's Judgment or other
yeah. The
good-
problem is that with the 4 counters from Pharaoh, this is just 1 counter away from
Yeah.
Pharaoh because
Yeah.
he comes into play
That's-
with those counters.
Yeah.
So
Maybe-
I don't really like the return.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll
But
see because I think they're ready.
Maybe Elfistorf Amanzule from in her sideboard 2
Oh, yeah.
times. So that
Yeah,
you
that will most likely come
Yeah,
in
of
just
course,
if
that
she
you can-
doesn't, if she has to fight against Flying Cloud again.
Yeah,
She
that she could
really would
block
like
it.
to block.
Block the flying creatures, and that would be very.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
And
that
we
most
see it
likely will
in
come in.
last game. Jean won because of the flying clouds, and she don't have any Amonsules or flying clouds on her side, so she can't deal with flying threat.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we'll see how it will go
Yeah, of
for
course.
these two. Yeah, just
Then
finish shuffling.
yeah. Now, which one will go first? It looks like
think
Natasha is thinking about.
I think you still want to go first, right? Because
Yeah,
being ahead on of one stone and using the judgment first
yeah,
is, in my opinion, pretty
but
huge.
yeah. But with
And,
the energize, you can, if you're opening, play Sacred Elf on his first turn. You can with the energize destroy Sacred Elf, what was a
Yeah.
huge play. So
Yeah. So
it's difficult if you want to
Yeah.
start or want to be second or.
both
Yes.
options seem to be pretty good for
Yeah.
either of these
Yeah.
players.
That's, I think, the decision who who will start by her will be made from testing. I'm
Yeah.
very sure she tested any amount of black ferrets, and so
Yeah,
she
sure, because we knew, or basically everyone knew that Black Pharaoh would
is
be one of the most played decks in this
And
tournament.
Yeah.
So I
And with
don't
that-
know what the problem is right here.
It looks like
Seems
we
we're
have-
ruling
we have
thing.
it looks like we have 4 decks and one in her hand. It looks like we have 2 stones, or maybe the black sleeves on the green sleeves are the sideboard, or the stone deck, and this deck in her hand.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's that's interesting. What is happening at the moment? It looks like the judge problem.
Well, yeah, we'll see. Just wait
Yeah.
a few more moments to get the two players ready for another round. And yeah, we got last round. We got some information about the most cards played
Yeah.
in this
yeah,
tournament.
yeah, of
Obviously,
course. It
pretty like expected.
Yeah, it's
lot of counter spells in the most played cards here in
Yeah.
the tournament. Just
And more or
around
less
600 copies of Otherworld Dreams
and
with 200 players, and
and I think
nearly the same with Severing Winds.
yeah,
Just and also just
more or less than 50% are green cards
Yeah.
in the meta in the decks
yeah.
here, and so that's very impressive. In 206 different decks, there are plus minus 50% on
green
green
cards,
cards.
yeah.
That's very impressive on the color green.
Yeah, just
And
green is such an important color in this
Yeah,
meta
of
game
course.
because it has all these really
counters.
efficient
yeah,
counter
of
spells
course.
in this meta right now.
Yeah.
Dreams is being most likely the best of them
The
of
best
the
counter
bunch.
spell, Yeah,
because it's the most played card
yeah,
in this
of
tournament.
course, definitely.
And Severing's, we knew that this card
Yeah,
would
yeah.
always see play for as soon as it came
Yeah.
out. Just
Since the release in
Yeah.
Echoes of a New World, this
Just-
card is always played in every
just
deck.
it's so good.
Like,
Just
yeah.
having a
Also
counter for free, just
Yeah.
making your opponent think:
Yeah.
do I want to play another card? Do I want to get that countered by Severing? It's just
Yeah. Also, if you don't play green, you just play it 4 off in any deck. It's not important if it's aggro, control, mid range.
it just
Play
goes
it just
anywhere.
because the second
Yeah.
spell is counterable for 0 costs.
Yeah, that's
So
just
good.
Yeah.
And so the most represented dark spell is Final Battle.
No, I think
This-
it's Nameless Mist.
That could, nah, I'm not sure. Yeah, but
Yeah, but yeah,
both
final
two
battle
cards
nameless mist
was
yeah.
the most played cards. But we saw in this round, the last round, and the first round that Nameless Mist was so impressive. Good.
Yeah,
That
really
that's-
good card
yeah.
here in this
With
tournament. Just for
best
also
decks.
any decks, just
Yeah,
also
yeah, of
these
course.
control decks, just getting information of your opponent's hand, just knowing what you have to
Yeah.
counter, what you have to remove,
What
how you have to play.
Yeah,
It's
of
just
course.
this gives you so much information
yeah.
that
What
you
your
can
opponent
play
has.
with. Yeah,
Did he
So
have
good.
final and severing winds that I don't can't play a second card?
yeah.
Or
For example,
is
that's
it's,
just
a safe hand so that I can play, for example, anything that I want
Yeah.
because there isn't a counter, so I'm free to play, and that's very good. And also the buff from Nameless Mist is also
seems to
very
be
good.
seems like nothing, but can
Yeah.
seal some
Can-
games
Can
sometimes.
see
Yeah.
some games. That's
And yeah,
very-
obviously final battle we
yeah,
also knew
one of
that
yeah.
card would be
one of the
would
most
be
played
played
cards.
a lot. Just having a mouse remove, one-sided mouse removal
Yeah,
for just
that's-
one
that's
black
very
mana
good.
in many situations. Just so good.
Yeah, of course. That's definitely one of the best black spells at the moment.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's very good. All dark deck plays it at the moment 3 to 4 times.
Yeah.
I know at the release there are okay, I play 1 maybe 2 times, like in the Fox GPs in Würzburg
Yeah.
or other GPs. That was 1 or 2 final battle, and now it's okay. You need 3 times
Yeah.
final battle to
Yeah,
see it
that time
constant.
was just I mean, Fox was just huge.
Yeah.
Getting those 1,200 attack
Yeah.
griffins on the battlefield. The other deck was Prussia,
Yeah, of
and
course.
the final battle is not that amazing against
Yeah.
Prussia, so
And
it
now
was a really good card. But I think in this meta, with
Yeah.
Pharaoh just going wide
yeah,
with a lot of
tokens
cards,
and
it's-
7/7
yeah,
attackers
yeah,
and so
and
on.
I think we now
It's-
get some information
Ja,
what's
es gibt
going on.
gerade einen Judge Call. Ich weiß jetzt aber nicht ganz genau warum. Haben sie jetzt nicht gesagt.
Okay, so there is a
Yeah.
judge call going on. We
Yeah.
still do not know what exactly is
exact
going
reason.
on, but yeah, we'll just wait, see what happens.
But there.
Yeah,
But if more information are released or are leaked, we tell you.
yeah, sure. Just
And yeah, with the actual or with the meta right now, there are smaller creatures.
Yeah,
we
a
see
lot of
in-
them.
in there are no more the big finishers and like in other decks, but now it's in Tree, for
Yeah.
example, in Yggdrasil was Ala with 7/7. The Galapis was 6/7. So all resonators with more or less than under 1,000 attacks.
yeah,
So the Feral Rallying King is one of the few resonators with 1,000 attack. So that's
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
it. You can
most of the resonators just are pretty
Yes.
small, just dying pretty easily to that.
yeah.
to
And
the
also you
wrath.
can cast 2 times or more final battle because you have the life.
Yeah,
That's one of the reasons you play 3 or maybe 4 in which in certain decks
yeah,
to first time constant see it, and then you
Yeah.
can pay the life.
yeah.
So
oh,
you
Muss man
pay
nachlassen.
14 that you get the resonators out of game, and then you have still
Yeah.
26 life, or pay it a second time for
Yeah.
600
for finishing the game,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, but now it seems that both players will
will start.
go to the second game.
and
draw
Natasha
a card.
want to go first.
Yeah, that's right.
That's- So Jean is mulligan 1.
I think Natasha mulligan 2 cards, so yeah, just 1 card.
It's 1 card
Seems
from
fine
Jean.
with sand. I already see
And
Sacred
draw,
Elf, Underworld
If
Dreams.
I don't see it wrong, it's Otherworld Dreams after
Yeah.
the mulligan.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's a good
Yeah,
one.
seems to be pretty reasonable first
Yeah.
hand.
And Spirit Caller Elf. So did he do anything on? Okay, no.
No, so we
Judgment.
won't do
the
anything.
Caller Elf get through
Yeah.
with the enter. So
So
that's
most likely
very
we'll
cool.
just see a second elf here from Sean being
Yeah.
played. Yeah, there
so
we go.
did come True Blade, maybe. So there's
No, he
is it
just
okay?
passed the turn back.
She
So no true
Yeah.
blade for Natasha, which is
Okay.
pretty good for Sean. Just
yeah, of course.
getting this one extra mana here. It's pretty good. So
Mhm.
now I think we get more information about what happened down there.
Ja, es gab eine Diskussion, ob das Spiel nicht irgendwie hätte anders gewertet werden sollen können, wie auch immer. Warum, weiß ich nicht genau.
Okay, there seems like the game should have
should
been
been changed or
changed, should have gone in another direction, another way that we saw, but seems to be everything seems to be fine.
Yeah.
So we're just
So
going
in,
into the game, and yeah,
in our view, there isn't much other
yeah,
reason
everything
or
seems to be
other
fine. Yeah.
direction the game should gone. It's all fine.
So now we see another pretty good dreams again countering the commander,
Yeah.
and
On getting
instead
Malfi.
Natasha just puts a Malfi into play, which is good.
In
And
the
you have
early
more-
game,
you
of course.
You have
of
more
course.
mana now
Yeah.
to Judgment Fair to protect him maybe as well.
To
But yeah, for Sean it's pretty good that he is just safe
Yeah.
from this.
But he
from his
lacks on,
commander.
on black stones. There are only 2 spirit magic stones.
Yeah, it's right.
That's interesting.
Doesn't have access to black mana right now. And again,
So-
we see the beans planting for
Mm-hmm.
the commander into the graveyard.
So it's
He was most likely just pass the turn,
yeah, of course.
or maybe.
he taps it for flying
cloud.
cloud.
Ooh,
Is there a
I,
Sovereign Winds? Normally,
that's pretty
Maybe-
greedy in my opinion.
yeah, it should be countered because flying cloud is very good.
Yeah, and
But
like you saw, game one, just that card sealed game
The
one by its
finisher
own.
game. Yeah, the finisher card.
So, but it doesn't seem like Natasha has a Severing. I think Severing Winds she does clearly not have,
Yeah.
because I would just slam the Severing Winds here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah,
but
done.
okay, she has it. So
She's
that's
thinking
really good
about
for her.
Yeah.
So the Flying Cloud gets countered.
So
That's
because he
really good
only
for her.
has 1 green mana open,
Yeah,
and now with 2 stones recovering, that's very impressive. And all the creatures on board.
so we may
That's
already see a judgment here from Natasha.
Yeah, it could be very good because
Yeah.
you only also have Malfi open, so you can tap the 2 stones, tap the 2 elves to recover 1 stone, tap
Yeah.
again, and judgment.
And maybe what she can do is just get the Tia, the Toliel out
Yeah,
of the
Of
out
course.
of her deck, and
And
still having 1 mana left to play the
Yeah,
bird and
yeah.
actually killing the sacred elf, so
Yeah.
Sean can't judgment on his own next turn.
Yeah, of course.
So
that
that
would be
If
very
if
good.
that goes through, I think that would be really good for
Yeah,
Natasha.
yeah, definitely.
Being so far ahead,
That would be one of the best games.
that would be pretty good
So
for her.
tapping
But
for
she
stone, okay.
goes for the stone.
Don't want to judge.
Pretty interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, we do not know exactly what she
Yeah,
has in
of course.
hand, so
Of course, that's it. Ah, the
okay,
bird.
she has a bird in
like,
hand.
Like said,
Yeah,
that's the bird.
that's
But
yeah.
she plays only 1 bird, one white falcon, so that's it.
And I don't.
Cheers.
I
Did she do all damage direct or?
no, I think she just can't attack because doesn't
Ah,
have haste,
Of course.
so-
that's-
swiftness.
yeah.
So yeah,
So
think passes the
untapping
turn
on
back.
Jaws.
yeah.
So did she have anything?
So let's see what
he's-
Sean is doing here,
he's
because
thinking.
I don't think that you want to judgment already,
Yeah.
because you
Ah.
have no black
Yeah,
mana.
so,
that's
yeah.
that's the thing. And now he has black mana.
Okay.
So
And
he
also
can try to just wipe the board now, which
nameless
is
mist.
not
Okay.
what he's going to do. Just
It's
wants to look at Natasha's
so-
hand, see what she's working with.
Okay.
Just has
That's
think Severing Wind. No,
The
Dawn of Fear.
Earth.
Oh, that's
That's
oh
very
that's what she
that
was.
would be heavy.
That's what
if-
she wanted to keep up.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course, definitely.
Yeah, that's good for Sean. Just
So now he next turn he could just judge without fearing Dawn of Earth, because of she get rid of it and only plays. How much did he play? I think 3 times. Yeah, 3 times.
And
So maybe
what was the other card? I just
it's Rapid Growth.
Rapid Growth. Yeah, right.
The other spell was Rapid Growth in her hand.
So yeah, but I still, like last turn, I would like to just see the tier now coming
Definitely.
out here for Natasha. Just getting rid of the extra mana Sean's working with.
So and
So
tapping.
and
what
taps,
is
gets
tapping? White,
extra mana.
right? No, she taps 2 elves. Okay.
So she has 1 mana open.
Floating. So what? 2.
2, 3.
Yeah. No, it's 2, 3.
Yeah,
she
now we
judgment?
see the judgment happening. Yeah, I'm pretty curious what she's going to search out with this judgment.
She has only 1 Pharaoh Resonator and 1 Tier Resonator, so that's maybe she get out this time the Tier. That would be definitely a good play.
Yeah,
But also Rallying King is very good because of the 3 stones he has anyway, so he could judgment next turn, so the Sacred Elf isn't that relevant.
Yeah.
So Tier with the shoot. There
No,
is
but
Tier.
I think
so
she goes for Tier, yeah. So
we see it.
that
So
will
target on Sacred
target
Elf.
the Sacred Elf, yeah, just
And
most
shuffle
likely will.
because the Falcon is on board,
Yeah.
so she can't search it out. And that
So the Sacred Elf will most likely just get killed here.
so attack, produce 1 green.
Yeah, so
So
it
now
dies.
1 green is floating and 200 damage to him.
Yeah.
So did she end the game, end the turn, or
Yeah, I think so. Just leaving up 2 mana.
yeah.
Maybe she drew another Dawn of the Earth from top this turn.
Or just let the opponent think about that he could have it in hand.
Yeah, now for untap we see
Right.
True Ghostblade being used by Sean to kill the Griffin.
So, but now it's a second spell if he play anything. So
Yeah. But I think
the best
Natasha,
way is judging.
he didn't saw a Cerements being in Natasha's hand, so
Yeah,
I think that's not that big
best,
enough
yeah.
issue.
the best way
Here.
would to be judgment.
Yeah, but still, if he judgments, what is he gonna do? Yeah, okay, he will just judgment.
So is there Dawn of Earth? If Dawn of Earth comes through, that would be so great for her.
Yeah, but I don't
Doesn't
think
look like
she has it.
Yeah. Okay, so you don't have.
Yeah,
So now is Rallying King coming out or Oberon? I'm not sure. I think Rallying King.
I think Radiant King would be just better here.
No,
he
Oberon?
goes for Oberon. Oh yes, because he has 5 Resonators. 5 elves, so he,
Is
like last game, he can just
yeah.
put the Pharaoh into play out of the graveyard.
Yeah. So 1 token, 2 token, and 3 token. And now she has 3 stones, one Malfi. Okay. So that's only 4 will. She can't activate her ability.
Yeah.
But now it's untap. Maybe that there's some other good stuff. Attack.
I'm just getting with Tia. Maybe try to bait out some counters from Sean, or maybe just letting him use his elves to get out the Rallying King.
Yeah. So, is there anything?
Yeah, because if he gets the
he
Rallying
blocks,
King,
okay.
yeah, And because if he gets the Rallying King and blocks, the Rallying King just dies.
Yeah.
Because he knows about the rampant growth in Natasha's hand.
Of course. So he buffs.
So yeah, he now
With
uses the
3.
buff.
It's interesting. So she plays.
Yeah,
rapid
she will
growth.
play the
Okay.
rampant growth. So yeah, he
Yeah, it's
tries to
now
fight against.
Yeah, now they
that.
both the same power. And
I
now
would
it's
like to just use one of Pharaoh's counter because you are already
2
ahead one counter.
2 ahead.
And
at
if
the
she
moment.
uses one now, she's one.
Yeah. But
now
now she
she's-
has 300 more power than
Yeah.
him.
So now Sean doesn't want to use any more of his
Yeah.
counters, just letting the Oberon die. But still, this turn he can't get the Pharaoh into play because he just doesn't have enough resonators
yeah,
anymore
of course.
on the battlefield.
So now it's a very hard position on his look, so that he can't get out the big resonator. So
And now just an
jump
attack with
blocking.
Pharaoh
Okay.
because she knows that her Pharaoh will survive.
Yeah.
In every case, she has more counters.
Yeah,
She has
of
more
course.
rampant growth. So yeah,
That's
Sean just jump blocks with one of the small elves.
it. Yeah. That's it. And also she has 2 jump blockers for Pharaoh, and Pharaoh only has 2 counters on it
Yeah,
instead
so
of
not-
3
yeah, not-
to
not that-
Natasha.
Not that big of a threat right now.
Yeah. That's a little bit one-sided at the moment on advantage.
Yeah, Natasha is in control right now. She attacks, keeping the board as small as possible for Sean,
Definitely.
forcing him to use these small elves to jump her big
Yeah.
attackers.
And that's
So yeah,
very good.
pretty curious how Sean wants to get out of this situation here,
Yeah, yeah.
because it
The-
will be really difficult.
Yeah, the only reason he could get out is final battle.
Yeah, it was
But
one.
then with
one
3
thing, yeah.
counters on it, it's 19. Sean normally he need to pay all of his life, so he could pay 3,000 or
Yeah, but
25 or 26,
Yeah.
for example, to get that huge amount of their final battle. So interesting what she played. Or
So yeah,
did it get through? Maybe the counters.
so yeah, let's see
going
how
on.
much life he just wants to pay.
So
Wants
they
to pay. No,
they
no,
write
he
the
just. I think
payment.
he just needs to get rid of the whole board here.
yeah.
So the maximum that Natasha can buff Pharaoh is to
3/6.
1,900. I think
it's now
she-
18 damage. So only Pharaoh survives with all the counters paid.
Oh yeah. So she can just attack with one elf into the rested Pharaoh to finish him off as well. So yeah, if
That's
Natasha
smart.
doesn't have a counter spell here, suddenly Sean seems to be pretty good in this game now.
And
He paid how much life?
But
He paid
should-
36 life,
yeah,
right?
36
Yeah.
and 18. So with all 3 counters, Tia dies anyway, and Pharaoh survives with 100. And but she
still,
has
yeah.
rapid growth.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was to say as well. There is still that one rampant growth in
Yeah.
the graveyard that Natasha can use, and I
Yeah.
think
But-
that most
but-
likely she's thinking about
Yeah,
it. Like,
yeah. But
what's gonna
Natasha
happen?
but Natasha's Pharaoh just die anyway because of the attack on Pharaoh. If she buffs him, it's a 400, 500 death. So that's not much.
that
400
wouldn't
attack,
seal it,
500
yeah.
death, and then can attack
Yeah,
with
yeah. That's
with
what
the
that's what,
tokens
yeah, that's
for
what
the
what-
100, or with the Pharaoh J-Ruler for the lethal damage.
Yeah.
But with 400 attack on her J-Ruler, they don't kill the Pharaoh of his on his side.
Yeah, well, that's what she gonna do. Just
Yeah, rapid
buffs the Pharaoh
She did buff.
and
Normally the
with all 3
Yeah.
counters, and also try to use the magic bear,
all dies.
the rampant drove, but
White.
because he paid an extra mana. He used 2 mana, so
Yeah.
he gives me minus 19 to the whole
Okay.
board of Natasha, so that just kills everything. And now it's looking pretty good for Sean again.
Yeah, of course.
'Cause-
But he has only 200 life points left. At the
Yeah,
moment.
but he
That's-
knows Natasha only has 2 cards in hand, so it's not much. Draws 2 cards himself
yeah, by
with his
sacking.
stones.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And now it's very important if she get out some very,
So yeah,
very huge play.
let's see what she has left in her hand. Because I don't think that it is pretty much. She already got out one of her big finishes with Tia
yeah, of course.
and the judgment.
For
obviously,
3, maybe the commander.
that's one
It's-
option.
Yeah. Oh
No.
no, it's the Amansula fighter
Yeah,
to which get barrier from darkness.
yeah.
And yeah. that's-
Don't really think that came in from the sideboard. Yeah,
Should
yeah.
come in. Yeah, of course.
Stunde ist jetzt rum, also müsste gleich zu Ende sein.
Okay.
So yeah,
So
most likely time should be called
Nameless Mist.
pretty soon here. So Nameless Mist. But
Nameless
she,
Mist
she
on
had
Amateur's Foresight.
Amateur's Foresight in hand.
So with time called, it's now a 3-turn clock on it.
I don't know if time was called on the table already, but
Bei den anderen schon, aber ich weiß jetzt nicht, ob bei denen.
yeah, but
das ist ziemlich
okay,
knapp.
but I don't think that we have time already just for the rest of the
But
round. But here we started a bit later,
So
and now just Sean is trying to finish the game, getting in for 1,000 damage with both of his one elf and his Pharaoh, just leaving one elf to block
yeah,
the fighter.
it's one
And
spirit color elf.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean that is just 1 mana lethal threat
Of course.
with 2 powers,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
not that
definitely.
bad.
Definitely.
She just has to try to somehow get to these 200 damage,
yeah, definitely.
finish
Yes,
this game.
Yeah, of course.
getting into game 3.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe with an attack on Amansula, with Amansula and blocking by the token, you could True Blade it.
Yeah, but still,
Get
but Sean
barrier,
has
but
counters left, so
yeah, of
when
course.
he gets an elf is on for himself as well, so now
the
he has
spirit color elf, some more protection,
some more
on his
blockers
side.
as well.
So attack with Pharaoh.
Yeah, I think just has to take with Pharaoh every round now, trying to at some point force Natasha to block it as well,
Mm.
to
So
not
that's
let her. So
okay.
that's a pretty interesting attack here
Check
for
with them again.
200.
So there's
Yeah.
she taps a stone and True Blade on this. Okay,
Yeah,
it's okay.
that's fine. She will just need to use this to use a counter
Yeah.
for the second Ghost Blade arrows here to
So True Blade
protect.
again.
And
On
he has a
Siren,
Severing Winds in
yeah,
hand,
of course,
so
but
that's pretty
obvious.
good for him. Doesn't have to use a counter from Pharaoh to protect one of his elves.
Because the counters on Pharaoh are very, very good
Yeah.
and very important. So
So yeah, but still he might get 1 damage here, just going to 1. If Natasha wants to do that.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Did-
I think
did-
she just
Did
has.
she have rapid growth
No, I think
in
that's.
grave or in hand?
No, she used all of her spells she had in the graveyard. But okay, Sean
True Blade
has
on
a True
his
Blade
side.
as well in the graveyard. But Natasha had the last card from Natasha was Dreams.
Yeah.
So yeah, but now she doesn't attack. Knows that she has to jump block at some point, just buying herself a bit more time.
Yeah.
And yeah, this one will go through. She does not
It's
threatening to
12,
die yet.
12
So
life.
this one can go through.
And now
But now from next turn on, Pharaoh is
it's
something
taking-
that she has to block every single
Yeah,
round.
yeah.
And if
That's-
Sean finds another Ghost Blade, that most likely wins him the game.
Yeah, of course.
And
That should be.
yeah, and Natasha is only
More
working with
stone.
one card per turn, so
Yeah.
it's not
It's
a whole lot.
So
Just another elf, just some
no.
more 1/1 dudes.
yeah.
Just not that much of. Yeah, okay, still
No, this is a
The-
threat, but
some attackers. I mean, Sean is at 200 life
yeah.
still,
Yeah.
but yeah, now looking for the graveyard if there is any more spells he can cast from the graveyard, but
Yeah.
there certainly are not.
It's
So yeah, pretty interesting. Interested what we're going to see now from her. So she will attack with one elf. She will just get blocked by another
Okay.
one.
interesting.
Trades going on.
Yeah. So what he really needs to block is Amonsule's fighter.
Yeah.
It's just need because of the 700 damage
Yeah, sure.
he could trade in.
It's just
So if she get an attack through with the Amonsules,
ooh, but he
That's-
has another Ghost Blade, so that's pretty good for
yeah,
him.
that's very
So
good.
killing one of the small elves.
Uh,
less of threats.
again, that's very good from
So
the
just
graveyard.
clearing a bit of Natasha's board
And
here.
it looks like she don't have any counters in her hand.
Yeah,
so
she's empty-handed. She has no cards in
she-
hand.
okay, yeah, I see it.
Yeah,
So-
she used her last counter spell
So
already.
that's very one-sided. So this
Yeah, we'll most likely
She
just see attack. Natasha has to jump block this one here,
this
and
this
yeah,
doesn't look very good for her.
elf. Okay, so if
After ice
Sean would have had another Ghost Blade, that would have been the game right there. But
for 200
it's not-
attack, she needs to take it.
yeah,
Or did she block? Maybe she block.
no,
Because-
she doesn't, because
Okay.
she doesn't want to lose her last threat.
Yeah.
And the elf is not a lethal threat so far.
No.
Now it is. Now the elf is. Oh no, it's still 800 damage. So she. No, but that's now lethal threat on board for Sean. In every scenario, if Natasha doesn't
So
find
she-
anything else here.
Yeah. Only one token. And she. Did she concede? Yeah, she concedes. Okay. It looks like a 2
Yeah, it
Was-
seems like she's.
because she gets her back her
Conceding.
deck in hand,
Yeah.
and it looks like a 2-0 for sure. That's
Okay.
very
Yeah.
interesting.
That's yeah.
And black. And
Pretty.
one more round.
Pretty
black and green.
pretty interesting
Yeah.
game here. Just it looked so good for Natasha
Yeah.
in the early game, just
Yeah,
putting
of
so much
course.
pressure onto.
And then it's on the second game.
Yeah. But yes, Sean manages
Yeah.
to get back into the game
Yeah,
with
of course,
with
definitely.
final battle,
Yeah, yeah. That
just
was one of
clearing
the key cards.
clearing the whole board
Yeah, one of the
of
key cards in
Natasha.
the stack.
Yeah, that was pretty good for him.
Yeah.
With that
Definitely.
that card won him the game.
Yeah,
basically just
that's it.
putting pressure with his own Pharaoh now
Yeah, yeah.
and just winning the game by that.
Clearing her board to just a small amount of creatures, and then ping every turn with Pharaoh.
Yeah,
and
just
with the
attacking
tokens
every
and
turn.
bouncing every turn, 100 damage, 200 damage,
Yeah.
and so on. That's
Just
impressive.
slowly finishing the game
Yeah.
because he knew Natasha would have to top deck something insanely good,
Yeah.
which
And
was pretty. There wasn't really much
No.
she can draw because
And
he
also
had
with-
cards in hand. He had counters. We saw that.
Yeah.
some were played.
Yeah.
So
and
yeah,
also without the black, you don't have removal spells. That's very important. You don't have
that
any sort of removal game you could use against a big board state. So you try to block the other creatures. You need to block the complete resonator field from him down, but you can't just attack lethal in the fight. And it's 300 life points left, but you see it.
He played it very well. He knew what he can do, where he can attack, what he has to leave behind. So yeah, pretty well played by Sean here, and that was
very good.
Was an exciting round 5 here.
Extreme
2-0 for another Pharaoh here, but yeah, still exciting game. So
very interesting, very exciting, very well played.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it for round 5 here from Grand Prix Berlin, and we'll see you in the next round.